The United States is working to expand relations between Israel and other Arab nations, and they wish to do this via the Abraham Accords in the hope that it can be used to mark some progress on the Israeli-Palestine conflict. Now, these remarks from a senior U.S. State Department official come as the U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, is set to meet with his Israeli and Emirati counterparts today. Now, though the U.S. official reaffirmed its commitment to the two-state solution between Israel and Palestine, Blinken will first meet with Israeli Foreign Minister Yair Lapid and the United Arab Emirates Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed separately at the State Department. He will then host a trilateral meeting with both of them, which is the first of its kind. In his meeting with Lapid, Blinken is expected to underline the U.S. support for Israeli security, including the Biden administration's commitment to the Iron Dome replenishment. Now, they are also expected to discuss regional concerns from Iran to Syria. With regard to Palestine, the two sides will also discuss the ongoing economic and security crisis in Gaza. U.S. officials said that the three countries will also be setting up two new working groups at the meeting, with one group focusing on religious coexistence and the other on water and energy issues. The leaders of Israel, the UAE and Bahrain signed the Abraham Accords at the White House last September. Now, this was closely followed by Sudan and Morocco, also announcing that they will establish diplomatic ties with Israel. Palestine officials, meanwhile, are unhappy with their Arab brethren for reaching deals with Israel without first demanding progress towards the creation of a Palestinian state. Until last year, only two Arab states, both Egypt and Jordan, had forged full ties with Israel. U.S. officials, however, could not say exactly how they would use the accords to make headway on the Israeli-Palestinian issue. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, a nationalist leading a cross-partisan coalition, opposes Palestinian statehood.
Blinken is expected to speak candidly with Lapid about the dangers of Chinese investment in the Israeli economy. He will underline America's commitment to replenishing Israel's Iron Dome defense system, the two-state solution, and the economic crisis in Gaza, which is ruled by the terror group Hamas. Trilateral working groups involving the UAE on religious coexistence, water and energy are also expected to be announced. But from Israel's perspective, Iran will be top of the agenda as talks on the nuclear deal are potentially set to be revived. This is Jodie Cohn from Herzliya, Israel for WION. World is One.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.